Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell here at Reggies in Chicago with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Wynne.
Great to meet you, Wynne.
Great to meet you, Damon.
Definitely appreciate your time.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Now, before you started kicking rhymes yourself, it was a CD for your soccer team that got the ball rolling?
That's true, yeah. We had to make like a pump-up CD for our soccer team, and I was 9 years old, and I didn't really know any good songs, so I went to my older brother, and he picked a couple great records for me, and one of them was Lose Yourself by Eminem, and I was like, changed my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually consider rapping to be a competitive sport?
Definitely. Oh yeah, it's competition. I'm coming for people. I'm trying to rap better. Yeah, I'm trying to rap the best.
In that sense, perhaps you could even score some pointers from your grandpa since he coached football at Kentucky?
Absolutely, yes. My grandpa was a football coach.
Were you ever around for any of that? Or?
Oh, yeah. Kentucky was like my second home growing up. I spent a lot of time in Lexington, yeah. We were always trying to go to like the first game of the season, so I was always there.
Like what ages was that around?
I think he started when I was probably like 7 or 8 and then coached until I was maybe I was 6 and then coached till I was about 12 or 13, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You're very much a student of the game, so to speak, and quite literally, in fact, having taken actual hip-hop classes.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to Lauren Kajikawa. And shout out to Raph. That's how Raph and I met. We met in that class in college. It was like an introduction to hip-hop is what it was called, but it was like, just kind of all your basics starting in the 70s going all the way up through the current times, and it was an awesome class. Raph and I were the only two who ever answered questions. That's why.
Shout out to
That's
Raph.
why we met, yeah.
And shout out to Ms. Schenk for letting you turn your papers into raps. However, Miss Alberg wasn't quite as open-minded.
Crazy drops. Yeah, Mrs. Schenk was my 7th grade English teacher. She was the first person I ever told that I rapped. Okay. And she would let me, turn in, instead of like an essay, she would let me write a song. So that was super dope. And yeah, my Miss Alberg was my AP English teacher my junior year, and she's notoriously a very strict, difficult teacher. She prepared me well for college. College was a breeze after Mrs. Alberg, but yeah, there was no turning in raps to Mrs. Alberg.
A little more strict.
Very much more strict, yeah.
Your pen game certainly makes it difficult for anyone to write you off. And
thank you.
Of course. And it's not just lyrics, since you even won 2nd place in an essay contest.
That's true. I did win 2nd place in an essay contest.
That was my gingerbread house?
Yes, yeah. I wrote an essay about a historic home. My family home is a historic home. Crazy. And so I wrote an essay about it, and I won 2nd place.
There's even like a $250 cash prize?
Yeah, I won $250. Oh, it was lit. It was lit.
Do you think you might have put that towards studio time?
I definitely, no, I bought my own equipment. Oh, okay. So it was probably like a Scarlett, classic, or my Bluebird mic, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How'd it feel getting booked for your first hometown headliner at the Hawthorne?
That was crazy. That was a dope moment. That was 2019, and Hawthorne 600 cap packed out. We had a band, everything. Shout out to Amazon, they sponsored it for us. It was lit. Yeah.
Did you grow up going to shows there?
Definitely, yeah. Wonder Ballroom, Roseland Theater, Hawthorne Theater. So it was really cool. Yeah. I'm excited because we're playing Wonder Ballroom for this tour. Okay. And I played there with Earth Gang, but I haven't headlined there, so I'm excited. Crazy. Yeah.
Perhaps you wouldn't have reached this chapter in your career if it hadn't been for Powell's.
Powell's, the bookstore. I'm always at Powell's. Okay. I read a lot. Yeah, I have a Powell's down the street from me, so I'm constantly pulling up reading books.
Because you got a lot of hip hop books there growing up, right?
I got a lot of hip hop books. I read probably from when I was 12 until 18. I was picking up every book I could find, Vibe History of Hip Hop, Gospel of Hip Hop by KRS-One, even simple things like how to rap. But they would interview Run DMC and shit. Wow. So I was reading everything I could find. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's this guy.
And since people often judge a book by its cover, you've referred to yourself as clickbait for driving online traffic. True. But you've also been known to stop traffic, like the time you got hit by a car.
That was a crazy transition. Yep, I got hit by a car.
What happened there?
I don't know. I'll tell you from my perspective. Okay, so I left class. I was walking down 13th across Patterson, and I was eating a Gouda bacon sandwich from Starbucks, and I had my headphones on. Yeah. And was my walk signal, so I'm minding my business, walking across the street, and a girl comes from this way and just boom, hits me. I fly like 10, 50 feet. I bounce on my butt, and then I'm laying there realizing I just got hit by a car, and all these people are running up like, don't move, because they're worried about like me, like, you know, my neck.
Of course.
And so they call ambulance, and I busted my tailbone, concussion, everything. Yeah.
Was there even a nurse nearby?
There was a nurse nearby. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was a wild experience. I got super lucky. Yeah. Could have been way worse.
Yeah. And now that you're out on the road touring, your career doesn't appear to be slowing down. No. Any way you slice it, you've certainly come a long way from Pizza Schmitza.
Yes, shout out to Pizza Schmitza. That's where I used to work. That was my job. I was, cutting up pizzas, making pizzas, busting tables, washing dishes, freestyling.
Crazy.
Beatboxing. Getting beats from the other pizza makers. Yeah. I shot a little video in there. We never dropped it,
really?
But yeah.
What do you think Oscar would have to say about all this?
Oh, shout out to Oscar. How do you know about Oscar? That's so crazy. Yeah, Oscar was our cook. Wow. Yeah, it's actually funny because my friends and my fans refer to me as like, Winnie the Pooh.
Sure, yeah.
And he actually used to call me Tigger because I had so much energy.
Oh, wow.
And this was before people really called me that. Yeah. I still have a good amount of energy, but he used to call me that because I was always fun. I would always come and be like, what's up, Oscar?
Right.
Yeah, he would always say, oh, mi gatos. Yeah, he was fun.
Shout out to Oscar.
Great guy.
Is there anything else you'd like people to know about Wynne?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. Any music to plug or anything? It could be anything.
Yeah, I'm going to drop a new project soon.
Awesome.
So that's exciting. And, tour's been lit. Tour's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I love my dog.
What's your dog's name?
His name is Buzz, but I call him Chicken. And I miss him a lot.
Any particular reason for the chicken?
He's really scared of things, and so it just like you name a dog one thing, and then they end up having 20 names. It's one of those things. Yeah, my Chicken. He's a good boy.
Is he out on tour with you? Or probably not.
I wish. He would hate tour. He'd be miserable. He's very much a chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Best wishes with everything coming your way.
Thanks.
Any final thoughts at all before we say goodbye?
About to go rock the fuck out at Reggies and hopefully get some chicken afterwards.
There we go.
Yeah.
Actual chicken, right?
Yes.
Okay. just thought we'd clarify.
Crazy.
There you have it. Once again, I'm Damon Campbell, and this is Wynne. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.